Hello everyone. We're here in at the Sandridge Nature Center
There's no everyone.
in Cook County, Illinois. I'm not sure what you can see. Can they see me?
Yeah, I can see you as well as the sign for the most part.
I'm Stephanie. Thomas is over here. We're gonna say a quick prayer and then we're gonna go into this nature center. As you can see, there are rules, so I'm not gonna talk too loudly. Hopefully Thomas will keep the camera close enough for me to be able to talk to you, since we didn't bring the. Should we go back and get the earpieces?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
So, because one of the rules is please use soft voices around our animals and stay behind fences. So that's what we're gonna do. And we'll check everything out. See what we got. We came across to Indiana and Illinois, and I'm not sure. Are we in Indiana? Or are we in Illinois?
We're in Illinois.
We're in Illinois.
It's Cook County, it says right there.
We're in Illinois. All right. Blooming.
Oh, yeah.
It just started blooming. You can tell.
Absolutely. But did you want to do the prayer thing before?
Yeah, I do.
So go ahead. You can do it. You have way more experience than I do, one way or another.
We don't need major experience for prayer. All we're going to do is calm our minds and be quiet for a moment, even with the planes flying overhead, and say thank you, God, for letting us be here today. Thank you, God, for letting us be here today, for allowing us to have time here in nature. Thank you for everything you're going to illuminate and give us in this moment. Thank you. We appreciate all the people that may come here with us, whether it be today, Friday, last one in April, or 2025. Thank you, God. Appreciate it. And I'm appreciating all the people right now. I'm appreciating the animals and all of your creation. Amen.
Amen. No, that's not. Hello, one person, and thanks for the like. I just subbed. Amen. Henry, absolutely too. If you look to in the description of this video, there's 2 links to donate. Honestly, she came here from Oregon. I'm from Illinois, and this is something I'll say at the beginning, and a few times there are 5 people here. Any little bit of donation works because of the fact that gas costs money, food obviously costs money, and the situation changed this whole trip. If you can't do it, that's fine. Enjoy the content. Be loving and happy and all that. It's not necessarily a need, but it is definitely, at this point, a request. So in the description, there's a Venmo link. In the description, there's a PayPal link.
Well,
if you're
at this point, there is really actually need.
Right.
I have about $30 left for gas. I have some food, but I don't have meat really much at all. I have some oysters, like in a can.
And Henry says he can't. He's sorry. He's 10. Well, Henry, don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it.
No,
you're 10 years old.
I am just being honest.
We're just, and you don't have to worry about any of that.
That they can help, or that if they felt led to help or want to, then that I can accept. And I'm not so great at asking for help or sometimes even accepting it. I definitely don't want to take it from anybody that doesn't have it to give.
Yeah, this is
at all. And if you have it to give and you don't feel led by God, then that's definitely not at all. I want people to come here openly and freely. I do not want them to feel like they have to give money.
Oh yeah, no, of course not. That is not the point. But I mean, it's definitely.
I haven't been getting any here. I actually haven't. Not yet.
Right.
I mean,
not yet.
It's not even. It's not even about that.
Things are slow going.
Okay.
So they have some kind of guided tour over there.
So don't put that
I'm
on
not.
camera. Just put it on yourself.
Not right now. For the benefit of all, collection of plant or animal material in this area is not permitted.
That's fine. Do you want to walk that way?
Well, I know that
Go
this.
further down
Well,
the
this is the
trail this
thing.
way?
I think that group. Hey.
What?
That guided group. They went that way, so it would take it maybe best to follow behind them because that way we're not actually by them. So I don't have to worry about
we just go past them.
filming them.
Just go around them.
Whatever you want to do.
Put the thing down on the ground.
It's fine. I'll just go that way and figure it out from there. I believe so. Oh yeah. Yeah. And this thing will say prairies, obviously Illinois, and a lot of other places. Especially here with all the tall grass prairies. So that's what Illinois used to look like for the most part. Except obviously for the real deep southern tip of it. And all the flies that hang out on the sign. And the flag, for some reason, is at half mast. I wish I could ask somebody why. But, and you know, Henry, don't worry about it, man. I mean, that's the awesome thing about all this. So, Pines Trail, Nature Center, that says. The Red Wing Trail, which is closed off. Nature Center and Nature Play, which is also closed off.
They have the over.
And I'm sorry, Danny, I understand a little bit of Spanish, but I don't know what you're advising because I'm not sure what cuando is. Cuando.
It's a question, like how many
Oh.
number.
There's any, if you're talking about donations to the link, any number does. $1 is better than 0, $2 is better than 1.
Like,
You know, that's just the way that works.
Asking me how much what?
Me advises cuando.
Oh. Well, today, honestly, if I had like $40, I could get the rest of the gas that I need for today and tomorrow and a meal. 60 and I could buy a meal for Thomas and I. And probably enough for breakfast in the morning.
Oh, there you have it. But if you get, besides that, I mean, that is just, those things are gorgeous. I love everything purple and blue, so those things are just awesome looking.
Oh, what I was gonna say about that back there at the building, the one that's closed on Fridays.
Yeah.
They have that building back there. Can you stop for a second?
Yeah.
That we were at. Can you show the building?
Barely, but yeah.
So they have a sign that says all of like their upcoming programs, and there's a whole bunch of things. There's like a wild bird migratory day, and it's May 10th. But I think that would be awesome to go to.
Yeah.
And they also have like fiber arts program, and anyway, there's a whole bunch of different things like make a seed bomb. Tons of different little events and crafts,
For
educational.
For all your environmental, you know.
Well, it teaches you
bonding
quite a
needs.
bit. It teaches you quite a bit, and they're all things that you can make and do and understand and learn, yes, to help the environment, but also how to help yourself to interact with the environment and be happier and more joyful doing it. So honestly, it's a win-win. If you have birds near your house, you know how to integrate areas so that the wild birds can live more freely, so that we have more of them, so that they can migrate across the country and stop and say hello to you. So, yes, awesome. I love the birds are a really good place to start when you want to learn about your environment. Do you need to take a rest?
No.
Well, if you do, you could right there. And that would be a good place for a picture. And
Yeah.
even just later today,
Yeah.
the sun comes through right there. So this is one of those parks we don't actually need to worry about fixing anything on the side or helping them out. They got it sorted for the most part.
Huh.
I would say if I lived here and I would probably join that Friends of Forest Preserve group.
Right.
Yeah. Just so I can make sure when I did come out here and did things on my own, I was doing it just the way they wanted it. Because I can see there's a few things that would help. Honestly, see, when people come out here, if I was out here more often, for sure. So all these little things that are all over the ground,
Yeah.
it's not that they're bad or anything. It does take more effort for them to clear them every year.
So-
and put more stuff down than it does to make it
Hold on.
more clear.
So that loops around easily. The Pines Trail, and then you have Dogwood Trail and
Dogwood
Camp
Trail is
Shabona.
Dogwood Trail's a mile.
Average hike time 45 minutes,
Yeah, it's a mile.
and it's also where Bon Jovi recorded Slippery When Wet.
Yeah. Hiking. I mean, seriously, this trail is more fixed up than most trails are now. It's like all beautiful.
Well, that's the thing. That's the trail.
Yeah, I realize.
That's the camp. I
The
think.
whole thing's a trail.
Oh, so it's both ways.
Yes, it goes around and comes back. It's a trail. Did you see the picture? It goes
Yeah, I
around
know.
like
It gives
a
a big loop. It's like
Right, exactly.
a racetrack.
Right. The Pines Trail is that way.
Which I don't think is very long. Well, which way? You want to go?
Do you want to
They
go
both
to the
lead.
Dogwood Trail or the Dogwood Trail?
I know, but what I'm saying is, which path?
They're both
This
it's the
one?
same path.
Or that one?
It's the same path.
Well, I'm just saying, which direction do you want to go?
Oh, which direction? Well, it depends.
They are two different paths, regardless if they're the same walkway.
No, it's the same path.
Semantics. You want to go down that way first, or continue on this way?
It just depends on when you want to get to different places. So, if you want to get to that area sooner, and that area later, or that area later, and that area sooner.
I say we go this way.
You want to get to this area sooner. So let's go to the deep dark forest and then come out and go light.
Well, that would be advisable.
All right, deep dark forest it is. It's not as deep and dark as Oregon Forest. Let's go. This feels more like a rainforest. Like
I think I saw this in Unsolved Mysteries.
What?
I think I saw this in Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, what? Where I say something and then you hatch at me in the back? They try to figure out who did it, but they were behind the camera.
Now, why would I do that on a YouTube live? Kind of takes away the whole Robert Stack mystery moment.
Okay, I went a little dark there for a minute. I told you, these dark forests.
And you did. Why is there a sign over there?
That's right, there's still light here. Look! Fire.
Well, yeah.
Wood, fire. Wood,
Oh my God.
fire. Wood, fire. Wood, fire.
I don't think that was too difficult.
Get off the trail. There you go. This one too. No knocking people over.
I feel like I'm following somebody who stole my lawnmower.
Stole, borrowed. Hey, didn't I like mow your yard last week? Doesn't that entitle me to take your lawnmower whenever I want it?
Sure.
See? He said sure, folks. If you're 10, the answer is no. If you're 20, the answer is no. If you're 40, the answer is still no. And if you're 100, well, nobody's going to say anything else anyway.
Well, I think Henry
You
moved.
could get up on the lawnmower and ride it. As long as you bring it back within a timely manner and it's not totally broken, then I'll come.
I think Henry took off. Probably to watch Roblox videos or something.
That is so ageist. I have watched Roblox videos. I will tell you.
Hey, I've played Roblox and like Murder Mystery, okay? Do I look like I'm 10 to you?
Check this out. This is awesome. This reminds me of...
He's still here.
me of my home.
Okay, not Roblox. Sorry, Henry. I guess you're right about the no Roblox thing.
Thank you.
Pokemon, then.
What? Leave him alone. Why don't you ask him what he likes instead?
Well, you tell us, Henry. What do you like?
I mean, come on. I have boys.
He says yes in a Pokemon. My whole room was Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
See? Tom guessed right. It was super effective.
Yes, but what if he absolutely hated Roblox, Pokemon, and everything like that?
I don't know. But so far, Henry's the only one here. So we have to take where it's at. Now, if you see... I wonder if I could...
Can you see them over there?
I can zoom in with this nice nifty camera and get a pretty cool capture. Here you go, Henry. What is there a geese Pokemon or one based on geese? But
there's two over there.
There's wild Pokemon right there.
You scared the bird away. They're all talking.
Well, yeah, because he thought Henry was going to come out with a Pokeball and get a Pidgey or what
Once
is it,
you
Pidgey?
stop, you have to quiet down a little because when you stop, that's when they're like, "What?"
Oh wow.
Or walking through. They're used to people walking through. Honestly.
Okay, I gotta learn how to use this zoom properly. Pretty much I gotta learn the gestures because that was pretty wild.
This is like a little marsh area.
Smells nice.
It's an area that floods. There's probably a bunch of algae blooms in here. So if you were to get in this water, you would definitely not want to get any of it in your mouth if you could help it. It's not gonna.
Right.
I mean, if you do and you swallow
Well,
some,
guess what?
You know,
I wasn't planning on getting into this water. So I think I'm safe there.
It's actually not super dirty, but I bet you if you were to touch the bottom, you'd be like, holy, you'd be all muddy with that.
Well, yeah. This is from the same rain that we were unpacking in.
I was looking to see what fish were here. Looks like the geese are looking too.
The geese are hungry.
There's more open water out there.
Yeah.
So this is just a flood area. I mean, you can tell by the trees here, in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm telling everyone, not just you, not just you.
Oh. It's another little bench. What's the matter? Now, earlier...
Put on the camera. Don't scare them. Try not to move very much. See? See all the little baby birds? All the little birds? They're digging up stuff. They're looking for food. And see?
Oh, yeah. I have it in the camera. Oops, my finger's in
All
the way.
around. There's not just one kind either. There's a bunch. There's a couple, at least two different kinds I've seen. Oh, think up there. We're gonna have to walk through here. I'll do it. I'll move out of the way and then come back. Don't stay there and watch me. I'll watch the birds.
It's a goose. Far-fetched. Oh, there you go. No, I have to be quiet, Henry. But did you look in the Pokédex to look that up, or did you have it at the top of your head? Since you're one of only 2 people here, I also don't know what district this is.
You're not supposed to be talking this whole way through here. Not even a sound. Just wait. Alright. Your sound is being pushed now by the wind out that way. So if you want to talk in this area, you're probably okay to do so.
Okay, well,
So, quietly.
he looked through his Pokemon cards to
The
find
wind has
Farfetch'd,
kicked up, so you're
but I
okay.
have heard of Farfetch'd before. And other people are, hello new people. So, while I can talk to the new people, please like and subscribe. And in the video description, there are links to Venmo and PayPal. Continuing on with this, doing this stuff day to day, costs gas, costs money. We're kind of on an adventure of sorts, is one way of putting it. And any donation, whether it be $1, $10, or anything higher than that, anything lower than that. Heck, 50 cents is 50 cents nowadays. So that's just kind of the way it is. So if anybody can help out, that'd be awesome. There's links in the video description, and there's also a Cash App just link in the channel description. But on this phone, I'm not signed into Cash App yet. So if you guys can do that, it'd be awesome. We're hanging out with Henry too. Henry has decided to forego his next game of Pokemon to sit here and hang with us in the forest reserve. So that's good. And whoever else is here, even liking and subscribing helps. And I just felt an errant drop of rain.
Yeah, it did. It fell. I thought we could find another little, like a little cove spot and sit and write for a little bit. We can write and talk on camera at the same time.
That's fine.
But if you want to start walking again, that's fine.
Why would you?
What? I usually hang out.
Going forward. So I'm gonna.
This I do normally. So let me relax a minute over here.
So we're gonna go through a little bit forward here onto this wonderful wooden plank system, which reminds me of other like bird sanctuaries and nature trails I've been on, including Port Lavaca, Texas, and other places. Like she said, you can definitely tell that most of this is through rainwater. And out there's what I take it to be a bird feeder or a camera of some sort. It could be either, I'm not sure. If anybody in chat knows for sure, or in future comments, let me know. It's either a trail camera or a thing. But it's pretty cool out here. And I would take it, this even stops us from disturbing any of the plants or foliage and making sure that the habitat stays natural, or as natural as it could be. If you look at the video thumbnail for this video, I did see a couple deer out here in the parking lot area before we came through along the actual trail itself. But I've yet to see any other deer inside, or are there any kind of animals besides some birds and those two deers. But they say do not feed the animals, so I take it there are animals here. Again, if you like this content and the other content we do, like and subscribe. Donation links in the video description as well as the channel description. And as we're going around doing this, it would help a lot. And say hi to Henry. He's been hanging out in chat and talking to us. Some older trees. Probably, I would take it as it's natural. Struck by lightning, possibly. Or, yeah, probably struck by lightning. I'm not expert in such things, but could also be straight line winds. I've done storm spotting before I've taken classes, and straight line winds can be just as bad as tornadoes and everything else. And obviously at one point, something touched here, because look at all this. Something, well, that was done obviously by man. Either that or some amazing force of nature to sheer cut through that like that. But other stuff is natural. Stuff like that is definitely not done by man. So my guess is this much damage, these many trees down. I doubt there was that many lightning strikes in one area. So I would say probably straight line winds pull these things down. And the straight line winds probably came from the other direction I'm facing, because that's what I would think it was. Again, not an expert. And they had to kind of come in here and cut down what was in the way of the path. You can tell there's some damage on the path too, right along here. So it probably fell across it and they had to move it back off. Besides the ones that like that one that probably fell naturally. And look, it's like Skyrim. You got all these little, what are those mushrooms called in Skyrim that grow across the side of the thing? Whoa. Like I said, definitely damage to the trail because that board is not ready for prime time. I hear something. Gonna turn into one of those YouTube videos, right? Slender Man's gonna walk out of somewhere or something. I'm trying to pinpoint. Sounds like water. It might actually be the beginning of... It is. I can see the puddles. It's the beginning of rain. But, like I said, I'm a storm spotter. The skies don't look really threatening or anything. It's pretty bright out, so if anything, it'll just be probably a small sprinkle or light rain. Nothing that's gonna stop us from streaming nor hurt anybody. My guess is that where these boards are, when it does rain heavily, all this rainwater probably goes underneath the boards and creates mud. And so they put the path up so you can still walk the trail over the next couple weeks before it dries. Over there, ooh, that hole. I don't know if you can... There's a way, I don't know where I step, but this whole plank. There, you can see it right there. This whole, I don't know how well you can see it, but this whole plank is a bit screwy. It is interesting when you're inside a lot of trees how it kind of actually protects you from the lighter rain. The treetops are actually catching it. Of course, over there, if you look really hard, you can see civilization and a T-Mobile. And then back to gravel. Stephanie will rejoin us shortly. She's back there hanging out for a second. And you can definitely hear that the rain's falling a little bit harder. So honestly, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Just because it really looks like it opens up over there. And I'm probably better off staying a little bit drier by moving backwards a bit into the canopy of trees. It just feels like a light sprinkle. Try to avoid this loose board here and come back this way a bit. And probably stop right in between these two big boys here, where I think I probably have the most chance of staying as dry as possible. As it sees up. And if you look over there, you can see definitely the rain falling a bit harder now. The thing about that will definitely be keeping the phone dry, because obviously I don't want to get wet. But right here is probably my best point of staying dry, I would think. And again, no kind of expert, I just figure this would be the best spot. As Stephanie gets closer anyway. So, I figure I'm gonna hang here for a second. because it kind of opens up over there, and I figure I have a better chance of staying slightly drier underneath the trees and away from them.
Right, because you didn't wear a jacket.
Well, my jacket is thermal, and I would have been sweating profusely this entire time if I did.
Even if you took your overshirt off?
Probably.
What if you took your undershirt off? Well, no.
It's not that kind of forest.
I'm thinking for next time. Okay, if you know it's a possibility that you might need a coat, then it's better to wear a coat and less underneath it if that's what you need to do, and zip up the coat. I mean, if you don't have like a tank top or something, then
either way, that thing doesn't have a hood.
Do what you gotta do with what you have. So,
I did.
Since we're gonna stand right here, I was actually.
Did you look? You have your phone, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't.
You have a radar?
Battery.
Oh, okay.
For what?
I'm just curious how long this storm is going to last, or how long this particular cell that's opened up.
Well, we saw it when we were coming in here.
I know it's nothing ominous, like I told the audience here.
When we were coming in here, we saw on one side of us was black, and one side of us was white.
I wouldn't even call that black. I'd call it more of a gray.
Okay, whatever. On one side there was more clouds, and they were all accumulated together, and it was a little bit darker. And on the other side it was lighter. And we decided to walk into the darker spot before the lighter spot.
Which was good.
So we walked toward the storm, and we're gonna go through it. And hopefully the storm will go over us.
Well, I just think it's a really light cell.
We'll end up hitting the storm first and then coming out in the light.
Yeah, it's a really light cell. I don't think it's anything to be worried about.
There's something that I want to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, please go ahead and do so.
So, I was here. I'll let you see my eyes. Try to keep my head covered. Maybe I can do both. Somehow I can figure it out. All right. I needed a few moments to collect myself because I felt myself getting agitated because I'm hungry and also because I'm tired, and none of those are excuses for my behavior as of late. I have been irritable and frustrated with Thomas, and it's coming across now even on camera, and so I already knew that it wasn't good, and I've been working on ways to mitigate it, meaning to stop it before it happens, to find ways to make it so that it doesn't happen. Not perfect, and so I am apologizing to you, Thomas.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm sorry.
That's okay. My apologies accepted.
And to myself and God, and I needed a moment to go talk to God basically and ask him
Recenter yourself.
how to apologize. What?
And I said recenter yourself.
Well, yeah, recenter. That is what I mean by recenter. Basically, when I say recenter, it's talking to God. So I just needed to do that. And I'm not gonna cry. Like, I was really, really close to it, but
And it's understandable.
everybody doesn't need to see me cry, because you guys don't need to cry all the time too. Everybody's got their stuff. So, I am thankful for the dinner that I had last night.
Which we were treated to a dinner by a pastor.
I am thankful for this beautiful place and being here, and I am here. I mean, I really am. I love it, even with the rain. So maybe I do need to cry.
Maybe. It's okay. One way or another, right?
Yeah.
Right? Now, here, come here for a second. I'm gonna move the camera away as I give Stephanie a hug. The name of this channel is Love Is All, and we do love everybody, and I definitely love her. She's my best friend in the whole world, and I'm sorry too, okay?
Okay.
There's no other woman like this on the face of the earth. There's only one Stephanie. There's only one Stephanie. It's okay. See, even Henry says, it's okay, you can cry, we all do. Exactly, Henry. Such wise words. You will be a Pokemon master because that knowledge is definitely above 10. And that's awesome knowledge. And the fact you came and prayed to us. I like you, Henry. I'm glad you subbed. We got a lot of good people coming in here. See? Even on our worst days, right? We find some really good people. And that's what it's all about. And
Yes.
Henry, that's really wise words. That's really awesome. I'm glad you said that. And that is really awesome. That is.
Right.
I am.
do agree with you.
I am really proud of you. I don't know you too well, but I'm really proud of you that you said that, especially in that situation. And you're welcome. Thank you. I'm glad you're here today, and the rest of you as well. It seems really trite to say anything about anything else after that, so we'll just let that moment kind of be felt as the rain hopefully starts to lighten.
You want to walk through here quickly?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Especially as now we're back on mud.
Walk on the
Well, yeah, I know.
in the middle.
I wasn't going to walk into tire tracks. Aren't you, damn it? Yeah, definitely. See, it looks here too. I was telling you guys before. Something had to happen. I would say it couldn't have been a fire. I'd say it had to be straight line winds.
Yeah, just stand there.
Yeah, I know, I see. And it looks like they're planting new trees. Recover for the ones lost from that. That'd be my guess anyway. Again, not an expert by any means. Henry, you're awesome. I love you. You're an awesome little boy. He's like, it's okay if you're not expert. We are not either. You're not.
That's the idea. That's the whole thing.
I think you're wiser than I am, and you're like 37 years younger than I am.
Yeah. This is gorgeous. We can let her have that.
But I don't want to be in the way of your pace.
That's okay.
We're about halfway down there. You're over there.
I'm the first time doing it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I missed
Yeah. No, I don't know. I would guess though.
Yeah.
It feels about on the ball. Yeah.
Right.
it. I mean, I wasn't in the raincoat and car. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did not plan for this.
At least you both have hoods. I'm wearing a dress shirt and a t-shirt.
I tend to plan for lots of things.
You too. Have a good day.
Alright. So, yes, we need all sorts of people that are just like us. So this area is, see how it has
Yeah.
flooded in the middle?
Right.
So you can see where it's kind of receded a little bit. You know, so you can see kind of how far it probably comes up
Sure.
farther.
Well, not only that, I was telling them. Can you hold this for 1 second so I can kind of readjust for a second? I was telling them
suppose so.
too that probably that boardwalk might be there. 'Cause I know there's one in Fort Lavaca, Texas, because sometimes the water will go underneath it, so it's probably muddy underneath there when it really rains. So it probably allows that trail to be open. on days after heavy rain falls, sooner than it would be if they waited for it to dry out. That'd be my guess.
Stephanie has the camera. Stephanie likes having the camera.
In
I
a very
do.
waterlogged.
No, I just need my glasses pushed up a little bit. Here, can you put them up? No, no, push them up on my head
Oh.
so I can read. Maybe I can read. Oh yeah, okay. Does it automatically go down?
No, yeah,
Okay.
it's auto go.
I'm asking about the text on his screen.
It's mostly the very wise Henry giving us advice and guiding us through the Pokemon master who owns his own gym. Or runs his own gym.
All right. Well, if you want to walk forward,
Okay.
your camera auto adjust. You might have to fix that. It's auto adjusting a little bit too much.
It
But
might be, if you wipe away from the lens, it might be a raindrop on the lens.
oh, I gotta fix the camera in my hand here. Hold it a different way. Excuse me just for a moment here. All right. See, that ought to work.
Maybe when I said we should take a shower. Taking a shower.
Hey, whenever I say that I need a shower and I haven't got one, it rains. So I'm not really surprised. Well, with me outside in it. God is good. And yeah, my face did need to get wet.
Maybe let's watch that. This way we wrote a prayer before that, right? Ask him until we receive it. You got
Yes, if you ask for something, you shall get it. I don't know if you could hear Thomas. He was kind of far away from the camera, but he said right before he wrote that, "Ask and you shall receive."
Oh yeah, because before this.
Oh no, I'm saying Henry. Henry just
I know.
said
No, I know you're saying.
Okay.
Why is Henry said it?
yes.
But I'm saying before, I got that little book, the little New Testament book from a thrift store yesterday for $1. And
You have to turn toward the camera and talk if you wanted to hear you.
in other words, yesterday we went to a thrift store. I got a little teeny tiny New Testament Bible with just the New Testament and the Psalms in it. But I was just reading that before we came in here. So wise words are actually the words of Jesus. So, anything about that? Besides, it's true. He's the one who set you on the shower.
Yeah, I know. As I say, yes. I'm fine with the rain. I mean, there's times I don't like it so much, but I figure it out.
How come you don't listen to the still voice of God that told me yesterday to grab a sweatshirt from the house, and now I know why?
Yes, when you hear those little things that say, you might want to think about grabbing that thing right in front of your hand before you walk out the door. You're like, well, should I grab it? I don't feel like it. You leave it there? No, don't do that. Instead, say, oh, should I grab it? Well, is it gonna hurt anything by bringing it? No. Is it easy to grab? Yeah. Okay. Bring it with you. A lot of times that is God telling you. And many would say your own brain. Yes, God gave us a brain for a reason. Thank you very much, brain. Thank you, God. Let's see what else we got on the side of the road here. Side of our path. This is where we came from, back there. See how far Thomas made it. Oh, there he is. He's waiting for us.
ask. I don't know how many people are there. I know Henry's been with us for some
Where does it say?
Huh?
Where does it say on your screen here?
What?
How
On
many
the
people
top.
are?
There's a number and a like for the little
5.
face thing. So here,
Oh,
you've been asking people
yes.
had more video game stuff, but who plays Skyrim? It's like there's the exact same kind of thing in Skyrim.
Now,
This
see, if
little-
we were in one of these parks that I could walk off the path, I'd be walking on that thing right now. Because I do. I like to balance on them and walk on them. And you see all the little growths on here?
That's what I mean about Skyrim. Those things in Skyrim, like the little mushrooms you pick and you do them for alchemy.
Talking about these right here. I use the logs to practice balancing and help my equilibrium, my body, so I can balance better, so I can walk straighter, feel better, healthier, dance and be joyful and have a long life. And even if I don't have a long life, have a happy one. What's going on? Oh, I hear something over here. Oh, like almost like a chirping, but it sounds like it could be a little animal on the ground. I don't know if it's a bird. I'm not sure. There's a nest underneath here. Oh. Can't really see that. There we go. A lot of the animals are going to ground right now, so actually we'll be able to find some underneath because of the water, rain. Where's the party? Hey, Mark. We're at Sand Ridge Nature Center. Anyway, it's part of the Cook County Forest Preserves. It's right on the border with Indiana and Illinois. We could probably get out of the car in the parking lot and walk for like 10 minutes and be in Indiana. So. Cheryl, hey. Cheryl's here too. Cheryl and Mark are here. You want to say hello?
Who's Mark?
Sorry.
Which Mark?
Cheryl and, well, Vape and Fagan are here.
Oh, hey guys. How you doing, Cheryl? How you doing, Mark? As you can see, we decided to leave society and join the Druids. There's somewhere up this path. You know, everything else be okay. Eventually we'll lose signal, it'll be alright. I'll be back in 40 years. Already started in the beard, everything will be okay. Bit overdressed for it, but you know, I figured you're going to meet Druids, you might as well look nice. Unfortunately, I didn't count on the rain. I'm joking, of course. We also have Henry here, who is very wise for 10 years old. But we now dub Wise Henry. What?
He just said, Tom, you would be more comfortable if you wore Speedos.
Thankfully, no. Anyway, no. Just no. However, I think the rain has stopped.
It hasn't.
Well, mostly.
Oh, pink. Cheryl's chiming in. Pink ones.
Pink ones?
Pink Speedos, yes.
I'm not here to furnish your desires. Unless, of course, you make very generous donations at the Venmo link.
It is not that kind of show.
I'm kidding.
How many times I gotta tell ya?
I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, you could put some tights on with your pink Speedos.
Yeah, I could. That's true. I could put those Speedos over.
Right.
Nobody actually said I had to actually have just the Speedos on.
Right, exactly.
So that's a good point. Save that for future reference.
They said they can they're asking, can they donate to get you to wear pink Speedos?
Sure. Go for it.
And a tutu. Oh, I have a tutu that lights up.
Fine.
I have a tutu that lights up with me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, get us enough money for gas and food, and I'll put on a tutu. Sure, why not? I'll take it on the force if you want me to.
Yes. Please, I would love to see that.
See, for Stephanie, that's a win-win. She wins both times.
Yeah, I get food. I get yummy food, especially meat, and yeah. He gets
Henry,
to
close
wear.
your ears, Henry.
I totally will do it. No. I totally I totally will have him do it. Says how he said he'll buy a steak dinner if he can get it on camera in Speedos. Yes, he said he'd buy us a steak dinner if he get you on camera in Speedos. I will hold you to that. if you'll do that, I'll definitely make sure that I hold him to that too.
I don't care which camera it is. That happens, you realize I'm doing that because you need steak. And then you better realize what kind of sacrifice I make for you.
I'll wear pink Speedos with tights too. I mean, if I had them. Where are we getting the pink Speedos though? Like, we gotta figure this part out. Who has been? It says. Fine. I approve that. You'll have to get his approval, but I mean, if he goes on your stream, you know, if he goes on your camera, that picture is technically yours at that point. So, you know, if he does it willingly, right? But we can get out. We'll ask him just to verify. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I with my finger. We're good. It's not on there anymore. No, I have a question. He has a question.
What?
Okay. He says he wants the picture. He wants a picture, and he's gonna send it to Walgreens and print out a big poster.
That's great.
So
it'll go in the back of the wall.
On his live stream all the time.
I knew where that was going, man.
Oh, it's awesome. Oh, it's awesome.
That was going.
Huh. Yeah, I know. And Cheryl said we could get pink Speedos on Amazon.
Of course. You know, at the time of the crisis, you guys are on island. You need to get these pink Speedos done. You guys are pulling things out of the other.
Well, I mean, exactly.
I mean, come on, Mark. Can't I just borrow a pair of yours?
Has he done it before?
I'm gonna walk into the forest.
The new pink Speedo challenge. How many of your friends can you get to go online in pink Speedos?
That's what he meant by the picture. He has a hallway in his house with just different pictures of people who's gotten to take the challenge.
Right, exactly.
Right. So,
And they can put like Love Is All in there. like
yeah, that's some kind of love. That's true.
Love is all one. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll put it up on our wall too.
Because that's what I want as a backdrop.
Well, we're sharing happiness and joy with the world.
Look, hey Mark, you remember walking to Omni by the Monk's Castle? You wore a top of a dress or no? Yeah, you wore the top and I wore the bottom. As you know, I don't really care about things like that. So these threats are meaningless.
Oh, it was not a threat. He just wants to laugh.
Well,
it was an offer. It's an offer.
I'll do it. I don't care.
Exactly.
She needs steak.
And you know, my favorite steak lately was at Fajitas because they have really, really good carne asada. It's like thicker. Oh man, it's so juicy. Anyway, It's
All
a
I
Mexican
want-
restaurant. It was really
All
good.
I want is one of those cold brew coffees with a different flavor in besides blueberry, because the blueberry wasn't that great.
I'm sure there's other Mexican restaurants that have good steak too. Blueberries. Yeah.
No, I said a different flavor.
All right.
The blueberry wasn't that.
Well, I do have. If we go over there during the day, you know, I do have that
here's the thing.
espresso machine,
I
and
know.
I can make you espresso,
Yeah.
really, really good espresso.
There's
We
also
can
a
get
whole
some
bag of coffee for
good
that.
blueberry. Yeah.
Starbucks coffee at that.
Well, no, I have much better coffee than Starbucks coffee.
That's not that hard to do.
That's not nice.
That's my opinion.
All right. Well, I will say that there was, during the pandemic, some times there was only Starbucks, and they gave me a bathroom, and they unionized only certain ones though. They definitely have fought against the unions. And you can look that up for yourself. I'm not getting into politics. I'm just stating facts. Yes, they're not horrible, really.
I think Ewok Village is around here somewhere.
What, villages?
Yeah, Ewok Village.
So, I don't know when we're having a steak dinner, but I'm ready to go now. Where's the pink speedos? I'll get them tomorrow. We'll be ordering pink speedos by the end of the day. I'm serious. So this trail was a mile long, and I know we've gone most of it. Yeah, because we walked in, we said, which way do you want to go? Into the dark, deep dark forest, or toward the light? And we decided we're gonna go to the deep dark forest and around and come out into the light. So that's what we did.
I got a feeling it's like
And Thomas found something. As his camera autocorrects.
caution managed area. I'm gonna touch the sign.
Pesticide application, it says.
Well, I'm glad you
Keep
made sure to touch
off.
the sign.
Well, look, if it says managed area and caution, it doesn't mean go grab the stuff.
I was touching the sign.
Generally orange flags. Okay. I mean, there's something on the ground there, like if the, you know, like sometimes it's power lines
I
or.
was distracted by the thought of putting on a pink Speedo.
I'll do it, I suppose.
Because it smells like that fertilizer smell you smell the
Oh yeah, yeah. I smell the pesticide. I can smell it.
like that.
I'm not gonna. So I'm not gonna breathe in so deeply. I'll just.
Please stay off the side rails. They're in the process of being replaced. Don't touch the side rails. Hey, better filming. Better keep filming straight. Just in case I go through the boards, that'll be YouTube gold. Let's get me out.
I'll leave you there for a while till we get enough donations. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding.
Really? Wow, man. You really want that steak dinner, don't you?
I'm shaking now. We are going toward the light. Can you tell? This is really pretty.
What I don't like about streaming is I can't get still pictures or anything, because I would take a picture of that open area there. And Marcus still ask him why I cannot switch the aspect ratio of the phone to go horizontal. It will not let me film horizontally from YouTube app.
Yeah. Because YouTube's not doing that anymore. No more horizontal for YouTube.
Well, I gotta that Streamlabs thing up because
Only vertical. You can ask him when you see him. You can ask him when he wants us to be on a show again.
Right.
I mean, because he might be like, no, never again, never. Keep that Stephanie on my show. Thomas, you're okay, but Stephanie, I don't know. What? You don't mean to drop your phone down there?
No, I don't.
Well, I was fine until you said careful. Then I got a little. No, I'm okay. I'm playing. My hand is getting rather cold. It's a rainforest out here. Listen to that. They're talking to each other. Thomas found another sign.
It was fine anyway. There's herbicide for 24 hours.
Well, it might be fine, but I don't need to breathe it in. I'm not a plant that needs to be killed.
Dogwood trail. The thing is, you want to go further, or you want to stop? Because the dogwood trail is where we came in at. So that's back. That's further out.
Right, we'll go back.
You want to go back?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not back, but we'll finish the trail. Back out. Ta-da! There's the gate. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Forest. They lock all the trails behind gates. They're like, okay, we're opening the gate. You can go in now.
That's where we started.
That is where we started. Yeah, out that way. Oh, you're fine. No, you're not on the screen. I got it in front of me. There was a person asking directions, and she's the one that came by earlier and said she did not wear appropriate clothing for the rain because she wasn't expecting it. But she looks like she did all right. She made it through the trail. Wait, she wants to go to the nature center.
Huh?
She wants to go to the nature center. Isn't it that way?
Oh, Cheryl?
No, that lady. Isn't the nature center that way?
Well, I'm sure she could read that sign.
Oh,
I think it's both ways.
Right. But the closer one, didn't we come from that direction?
We came from that direction. That direction. Because we're to go in a different direction.
So maybe we just want to tell her?
What do you mean? They both lead to the same place. Look.
Oh yeah, is it right there?
It's a big circle.
Oh, the nature center's right there.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over there. I can see it through the trees.
Right.
Okay.
But this is the way we didn't go.
I just want to make sure because she was asking, and I did not want to lead her in the wrong direction. But since both directions go to the nature center and it's about the same distance, I suppose I could do no wrong.
Maybe she said, oh, please.
Thank you, God. Well, I didn't create this. I just stumbled into not being wrong. Yay me. I got lucky.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this had to be all straight line wind.
It's definitely not pride to admit that I didn't do
No,
it.
that's a lightning strike. That has to be.
You sure about that?
I would think so. The bark that's stripped.
Yeah, but that's not where that...
It's all burnt. Right? Just there.
Let's evaluate this situation here and make sure that we got what's going on, because it looks like it could have been...
And it probably went like...
Where's the rest of it? It's over here. See, they cut it up.
Right, they probably cut those pieces up because
Here's
it
the
fell in
rest
the
of it.
path. It probably fell right here. That's what I said about the earlier ones. Probably fell right in the path. Because there's ones back there.
I'm trying to look for where it broke.
Oh, good point.
Because you see the top of it
So you figure...
right there.
Probably
And
right
he's
there.
looking at all this stuff on the ground, and he said, this is a lightning strike. So, I am evaluating.
Well, look at all the burnt bark. If it wasn't a fire, there'd be more fire damage around it.
Why do you say that's all burnt?
Because look.
That's the inside of the bark. That's the underside. No, look, that's the underside.
I know.
Here's the outside. Here's the outside.
No.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying I need more proof.
Yeah, that's where the tree probably broke off. See right there. See how black it is? Right there. Where
That's
the
where
is?
that's where the stripped stuff. That's where the stuff that's broken off is. Yeah, no, it looks like there was some kind of a fire.
See, but if there was fire, wouldn't be more surrounding damage.
It looks more like fire than it does to me like a lightning strike.
I don't know, because then I would think there'd be more fire damage around it.
No, it doesn't in strips and swaths. I've seen tons of fires in Oregon, and you know I go up at Mount Hood National Forest.
Right, but wouldn't there even be a swath of this? in one
Because a
direction?
lightning strike, you wouldn't have that much black all over it. It looks like there was a fire on it.
You know that lightning can
Yeah.
set something on fire.
I'm not saying that it couldn't. What I'm saying is, it looks like there was a fire. It may or may not have been from lightning. And that's about all I know.
All I know is at one time some really nasty straight line winds came through here. That much I know from the other ones. And that.
Right. Well, and here's the other thing. Are any of the other ones look like they were on fire?
My guess is.
Oh, you know what? Look at this. See that?
Right, but it's a part. That's probably the part that was up there. That's left. Right there. Put that there.
I'm not saying it wasn't a lightning strike.
But I'm just saying, if you put that there, and then the other one, the other part of it on top of it, because that's probably what fell. Take it, they cut that off. Help it grow back. Yes. But there's ones back there that are all over the place. Since the water collects here so much, straight line winds will knock trees around.
I was looking to see if there was other ones that looked like they had been burnt. They don't always cut they don't cut them all down, the ones that burn forestry departments and forest service centers and whatnot.
The ones that look like they are ripped in two. Like that one.
That one's been there a while, yes.
I think that the whole thing happened a while ago. It wasn't recent. In my guess. Like last year.
Right, and it looks like there's other ones here that were burnt, so that's why I'm saying it's possible there was a wildfire, a little wildfire here.
Ah, hold on. So
Right.
I guess they burn it. So that might be the answer.
So so this is what I was about to say. You know that piece back there that I was just looking at? It looks like there was a fire that was started in it. And so, and because they'll start fires.
There we go. Setting fires on purpose. Fires can start naturally, like when lightning strikes.
Right.
But there are reasons why humans sometimes begin fires in our region. It's common for Native Americans to use controlled burns to improve the land for traveling, planting, and hunting. Today, the Forest Preserve uses prescribed burns as a tool to help maintain our natural areas. Without fire, the woodlands, prairies, and wetlands in the area could be overrun by invasive weeds, trees, and shrubs that would change the ecosystem. Fires help remove non-native species, such as trees with thin bark, that are more vulnerable to fire than native species. Burning also removes dead grass and plant matter, turning it into fertile black ash. The darkened surface absorbs heat from the sunlight and supports new growth. So,
That was right there. I turn my hand that direction.
but I would think that, see, they didn't snap off that thing like that. That might be a burn thing. But that snap part, I think, still came from something else.
There's a whole bunch of material out here that looks like it was
That
burned.
a controlled cut for like a chainsaw. They didn't just rip the thing out like
No, it really. I'm starting to support the theory of it was not a controlled burn. Well, they made it a controlled burn by controlling it, but they didn't start it. So a person for the forestry department did not start it, but I don't know that for sure. So I want to ask them, and then it very possibly could have been a lightning strike that started it, and it looks like it burned more than just that tree, but some of the evidence is gone or moved around a bunch. And yes, it looks like out here there was fires out here, because I see evidence of fires that are probably from last year, year before, I don't know, maybe it could be 5 years old. That there was fires out here at Sandridge Nature Center. Maybe somebody can look online. We can't do that at the second.
There's a lot of freestanding water. Looking at bark there, I think when there's storms here, I think they knock things down because it's a grove of trees, and they knock them down, then they burn the ones that fall, because why burn the ones that are standing? You already have.
No, I think no, I'm pretty sure these is just leftover pieces from a fire.
That is not a chainsaw. That is natural.
I know, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure there was a wildfire out here at one point.
I mean, some of these things have been here. Look how much moss is in some of these ones.
Right, is what I'm saying. They're older. They're like the ones in Mount Hood National Forest from 2020 look like this.
Some of these are turning almost petrified.
They look like. Oh, hello, birdie. Hi, baby.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, do you hear him whistling? Oh no, he doesn't like that. Doesn't like that at all. Hello. Usually I just talk to them and they mellow out. Let them hear my voice. Oh, it's talking back. He does not like that whistle. You need to stop that whistling. It does not like it. It's like, I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. Hello, you're large. You're large. We have ones like that in Oregon. They're robins. They do not look like that. Obviously, you're not a robin.
It is a robin.
That's a robin?
Yes, it is.
What?
Yes.
You guys have some weird looking robins.
Well, it's the same as if you go to Port Lavaca, Texas. The seagulls are black and white. Here, they're gray and white.
You're pretty. You're just not what I'm used to.
Oh, now you scared him off. Or scared her off. Pretty sure it's a female with that red of a chest.
No, it doesn't like your whistling. Yeah, it does not like your whistling. It does not like you now. Sorry. Now you know, don't whistle like that around the birds. They don't like it. They don't whistle like that. So they don't know what to make of it, and then they just think you're a threat because they're not sure. Because you're so big compared to them. That's why I usually just talk to them if I don't know their sounds. Oh, this one over here. The rain has caught back up with us. That's alright, we're almost out of it. Nature center. You should put up a thing. Where's the restrooms? Yeah.
But I do know I'm going underneath that awning until this.
Oh, it's not going to stop for a while. We're not that far from the car, but that's fine. We can go underneath the awning. We can go look at the schedule. See if there's something else on their program list besides the migratory bird day.
I wonder why the flag is half-mast too. Oh, because the Pope died probably.
Bees and wasps are VIPs. Sorry, excuse me. Bees are very important pollinators. See, VIP. Wasps are very important pest controllers. They get rid of lots of things. Flies and the notoriously aggressive yellow jackets. So the bald-faced hornet, that thing right there, says they prey on flies and notoriously aggressive yellow jackets. That's good to know. These paper wasps, usually attached to parts of buildings like leaves or decks. They protect gardens by eating plant devouring caterpillars or feeding them to their larvae. Larvae. Okay. Organ pipe mud dauber. Lives in cylindrical tubes they build attached to walls under protected spaces. And they help control pests by keeping insect and spider populations, including black widow spiders, in check. And I have seen these things fighting and going after black widow spiders before. I've also seen other bigger spiders take them down, take the wasp down, which was interesting. Then you have all these different kinds of bees. Some of them that live in underground nests, some that live in wood and nests lined with mud, and some that live inside tunnels that females chew into wood. That would be the carpenter bee. And they aid pollination different ways. And I'll move out of the rain now.
Inside the nature center.
Sorry, what?
The bathrooms are inside the nature center.
Well, the nature center's closed on Friday, so.
I know. Oh, there's a shoe cleaner. Doesn't need to buy me your shoes.
Very good. So you can be a good guest before you walk in.
There is a person in there who also made me jump a bit. I got a bit of a jump scare because I was looking in the window and didn't see a person.
See, what World Migratory Bird Day. It's the World Migratory. That's why always in May I'm doing a bunch of bird things, bird events and things, because it's the Migratory Bird Day. That makes sense. My oldest was born in May, and just before Mother's Day, and Mother's Day that year was May 10th. Hey, are there any of these other events on the program list sorry about the camera there, guys, that you would like to go to? Maybe in your pink Speedo?
Yeah.
Well, if they have one of those funny, like, costume run days, then that's when you wear things like pink Speedos over tights, seriously. And people stream them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're usually at places kind of like this, only they wouldn't have runs here, but...
You got a kind of thing we understand for kids. Ecological stewardship days.
Although the migratory bird day has a bird walk.
Yeah.
And you realize pink Speedos with tights, you could totally pull off, look like a bird. I mean, just like a big bird.
Great, I'll go back to Sesame Street. I think.
Exactly. See, I said it, and you did the finger point at the same time. There's a wildflower. I can't talk right now.
Wildfire walk?
You hold this. My hand is actually cramped. Wildflower walk. See, now I can talk now that I let go of the camera for a minute.
I'm gonna.
They like my viewpoints because I held it up the whole time. Actually, I don't know. I'm just guessing, but they like it.
So, as you can see, that's the visitor center. Which we can't go in, and there's a guy in there at the desk untwingling wires. He's scared the living hell out of me because I didn't think there'd be anybody in there.
He scared you, mean?
Yes. Ba-da-da.
Well, now that we have heaven.
Well, there's that. As we leave, those are some pretty flowers. But as we leave, just a reminder, for everybody who hasn't, like and subscribe. Don't know until I get off the stream because there's nothing that pops up on the stream if anybody actually did donate money. It'll be the first time anybody did for the entire life of this channel, so that'd be kind of cool. But there are 2 links in the video description and a Cash App link in the channel description. But it would help out immensely as we go around doing this. And hopefully we can, over the next couple months or so, and bring you some really nice content and more stuff like this. But that also takes gas, food, and keeping Stephanie filled on meat.
I actually medically have to eat it.
Well, I didn't just say it was a bad thing. I just said it was the truth. So, uh-oh.
I was distracted from
Definitely.
my stomach there for a
Hold
little
on.
while. That was good.
I definitely think, though, before we go, I definitely think because we only went to that thing I did before we were going downtown, so it's went to a black screen. I can still see you. So just say goodbye. Like I said, thanks, guys, for coming.
I will see you soon.
We will see you soon. We'll see if we can do something else tonight. Maybe we can stream.
Yeah, and I don't know if Vape and Fagin is still there or not.
It's hard to tell because I can't see chat anymore.
Oh, all right. Well, if anybody else is there, hello. We'll see you soon. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. Love is all, or at Love is all, and at Love is all, or
At Love is All, and at Love is All One.
Love is all, and Love is all one, and your at is at TomSpy77.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But if they go,
But that's easy to
searching,
do.
They can search in Love is all one. But sometimes it's actually easier to type in TomSpy77. But
That
it's
works.
better because there's more. There's
That
more
works.
content. So.
But also, too, like I said, 2 donation links in the video description. There's a few in the channel description here. We really appreciate that. It's actually been a while since we've been asked that. But today definitely seems like the day to do so. That'd be appreciated. We'll see you soon, hopefully tonight. Come on back, and hey.
Thanks to Henry.
Yeah,
Thank
but to
you
say,
very much.
why is
Thanks
Henry if
to
you're
our
still there?
moms.
Thanks for being there.
Yes.
Thanks for Shell for being there. Thanks for Vape and Fagin to going there, which should be another thing. You can go to Vape and Fagin and subscribe to his channel. And sometimes we occasionally pop up. I occasionally pop up. Mark's an awesome guy. Cheryl's there all the time. And so are many other people that pop up in this chat. And we appreciate you guys being here. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.